What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today I'm going to be answering all of the questions that you guys asked in the Ask Me Anything video. Before we get into it, I just wanted to thank you guys for all of the comments that I got in that video and all of the questions. I'm actually really surprised you guys are so interested in me and what I think of certain things, so thank you guys for leaving questions. Alright, so the first questions come from Demigod115. What's your favorite gun from each tier? The thing with Black Ops 2 is I actually don't really have many favorites for guns. Every gun has its own unique characteristics, and I really like that. But if I had to say, I would say for assault rifles, I really like the FAL, and actually without the select fire attachment. I know a lot of you guys think that the select fire attachment's overpowered, but I actually really enjoy using it without select fire. I have a pretty fast trigger finger, and I just really like semi-auto guns, so definitely FAL I would say for my assault rifle favorites. For shotguns, I actually like the KSG just because it's so unique. It can be really frustrating at times because it seems like you're right on target and you still miss because of lag or something like that. But I really have a lot of fun using it. For SMGs, I'm going to have to go with PDW based simply on the magazine size. Having 50 rounds in the mag basically allows me to never have to worry about using fast mags or extended mags, so it's just a really versatile gun and it allows me to do a lot with my class. For snipers, I really like the ballista. I think it gives you a little bit more mobility, but I'm not too sure actually. But I really enjoy using it. I think you aim down sight a little bit faster with it as well. And it requires you to be a little bit more accurate. It has to be upper body, I think chest, anything in the stomach it won't actually kill in one shot. So I really like the precision that you need with the ballista. For LMGs, I'm actually loving the hammer right now. If you actually tap fire it, so you fire it as if it were a burst weapon, you keep it at the highest rate of fire at all times, and it kills extremely fast. It's probably the fastest time to kill out of any gun. I'm not too sure if that's true or not, but it seems like it kills extremely fast. And did I miss any other classes? I guess for special weapons, I like using the crossbow just because it's kind of unique, but I don't know if that really counts. For a second question, do you think anything in Black Ops 2 is overpowered? Personally, I think it's a pretty well-balanced game, but the one thing that I definitely think needs a nerf is the TAC-45 and the 5.7 pistol. I think a 2-hit kill with those is just a little bit too fast. I think they need to bump it up to a 3-hit kill, because it's extremely frustrating that can beat you. Even if you fire first, a lot of the times they can get their 2 shots off before you can get your 4 shots off that you need with an SMG or an assault rifle. And I just don't think it's fair that a secondary should beat an SMG in a close quarters gunfight. Alright, now for his third question, what is your favorite COD? This may be a little bit surprising, but I'm going to go with Modern Warfare 2. I know the game is extremely broken now once people figured out how to exploit everything, like the one-man army danger close nude tubes and that crazy commando lunge and everything. But if you look at that game 2 months into its life cycle compared to Black Ops 2 2 months into its life cycle, I had so much more fun playing Modern Warfare 2. I don't know what it was about that game that made it so fun and addicting, but I just loved it. Alright, so moving on to the next question, we have one from James Lyall, and I'm sorry if I pronounce any of your guys' names wrong. I'm trying my best, but I'm not really good with that sometimes. The question is, how long have you played COD, and any tips? So I've been playing Call of Duty, multiplayer anyways, since COD 4, and I didn't really play much of World at War, so I played COD 4 for 2 years, and then I moved on to Modern Warfare 2, and then all the games after that. And any tips? Watch my videos. But seriously, basic tips that I can give you are don't sprint around corners, be ready for gunfights when you are going around corners and stuff like that. Keep your gun up, so don't be aiming at the floor while you're running. Keep your gun sort of aimed upwards so you're ready for that gunfight. Pay attention to your mini-map. If you're having a hard time staying alive, try sticking a little bit more to the edges of the map, so then you only have to worry about a few directions and not every direction. And other than that, I would say just watch a lot of YouTube videos. If you can watch some really good pub stompers play, you can really pick up a lot of aspects of their play style. Alright, next question is from Garrett Butler. Which is your favorite Call of Duty game and why? I kind of already answered this. I would say Modern Warfare 2. And it's hard to explain. I guess I would just say for my reason is the fun factor. I just had the most fun playing it. Alright, so the next question is from TetianM, and I'm actually subscribed to him, and he does Halo videos, Call of Duty videos, and Minecraft videos. So if you want, you guys can go check him out, and no, he didn't ask me to say any of this, I'm just saying it because I want to. So his question is, what inspired you to make tips and tricks videos? As I've been playing Call of Duty, I've wanted to get better, and so I turned to YouTube, and I ended up watching a lot of tips and tricks videos back in the Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2 era. And I learned a lot from these videos, and I really enjoyed them. And over the past few years, I've noticed that the quality has gone down significantly, or either the quality has gone down or the standards have just gone up, and a lot of guys aren't keeping up with that. And I just felt like I could do a much better job than a lot of these big YouTubers. So I wanted to give it a shot. And another thing is I really enjoy anything that has to do with art and technology combining, and I really wanted to work on my video editing skills. So this is just a really good outlet for me to be able to work on my graphics and video skills. So next up, we have two questions from Marco Polo. Which is your favorite map from Black Ops 2? I'm going to have to go with Raid on this. It seems like every time I play that map, I do well. It just seems like a really balanced map. It's really linear, and I like linear maps. A lot of clean edges, which I like. There's a good mix of being able to snipe on it as well as use a shotgun on it, so you can sort of use any weapon you want and still do well. Score streaks work very well on that map as well, so I'm definitely going to go with Raid for that. And the next question, what software do you use to edit your videos? I use Sony Vegas, but I use for like overlays and stuff, I use Photoshop, I use, what do I use? Illustrator, a little bit of C4D or Cinema 4D, a little bit of After Effects here and there, but not very often, and I think that's about all the software I use. Alright, and the next question from Vajif Mamadli. Again, I'm really sorry if I can't pronounce that right. Do you have a real job? And if yes, what? Yes, I do have a real job. I actually work from home, so that does help a lot with being able to do YouTube videos. But I'm in marketing, so I do marketing for small businesses. I own my own little business where I do websites, I do graphic design, I do partnership proposals, basically anything to do with marketing for a small business and trying to help small businesses grow. Moving on to the next question, we have one from Flapper Frap. That's a bit of a tongue twister, but I think I handled it okay. What do you think about the titles in this game? Mainly the harder ones like Nuked Out, Kill Chain, Nuclear, Master Killer, etc. And do you think they're hard, too easy? Tips on how to get some of them? Alright, so first up, let's go over what I think about the titles. I really like that the titles are there. It really gives you something to play towards once you've gotten really comfortable with the game and kind of bored of just dominating and trying to win every game. Because if you're a really good player, that can get old really quick. So these things give you something to work towards if you want to. And I think it's really important to have that into your combat record so people can see that you are a really good player if you are getting a bunch of nuclears or kill chains or something like that. I think they're not too hard and not too easy. I think they're just right the way they are. They're really challenging so that the average normal player can't get a lot of them and probably never will get a lot of them. And it's really just the players that stand out that get them. Or at least get them often. Alright, so let's talk about tips for this. For a nuclear or something like that, you'd probably want to be using kill streaks like UAV, counter UAV, and VSAT. Or instead of counter UAV, I like to use Stealth Chopper sometimes because it can really annoy enemies and get them looking up at the sky and just not paying attention, so it makes it much easier for you to kill them with your gun. Another thing that I recommend is Ghost and a Silencer because you definitely don't want to be showing up on that mini-map at all. And the final thing is to not try. I know it seems really counterproductive, but if you're not actively thinking about it, then you won't screw up a lot of times because you'll get into your own head if you start really thinking about it and trying really hard for it, and you'll just get really frustrated and you won't be able to get it. And the next question is from CZ. Yes, I'm Canadian, I say Z. MC14. Dude, how's your KD on career record? My career KD is, I think, somewhere around like 2.15 or something like that. I don't really pay attention to it too much. I don't play for kill-death ratio, but I do like to keep track of sort of where it is and see if I'm improving. And the next question we have from Diego Lopez. Which headset do you use? I use the Trident AX Pros, and I absolutely love them. Oh wow, it looks like we're running out of time already. I'll take one more question for this video though, and I'll split it up into two videos, so I'll do another one. So the question from R Style Gaming is, what is your real name? My real name is actually a little bit weird. It's Tyrell. It's a little bit odd, I know. I usually just go by Ty. Like, that's what my friends call me, is just Ty. But it's not Tyler, it's Tyrell. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up for this video. I'm definitely going to do a second video where I answer the rest of the questions, and I think I've already covered more than half, so if you guys would like, you can ask a few more questions in the comments of this video, and I'll be sure to answer those as well in the next video that I do. I just realized that I didn't mention the gameplay at all here. It's nothing really special. I just thought it was sort of a competitive game. It was a little bit tough fought, and I feel like I did really well in securing the win, and it wasn't really an easy win, so I just thought it would be a cool gameplay to throw out there. So I should have that second Q&A video up sometime in the next week, and I'll finish the rest of the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you guys next time.